Battle Through the Heavens. Chapter 72. Xiao Yan refines his first medicinal essence within a crimson cauldron within a crimson cauldron. With the necessary ingredients finally secured and his mysterious reputation firmly established, Xiao Yan turns his focus toward the arduous task ahead. Seeking solitude far from the prying eyes of the Xiao estate, he retreats to a secluded mountain cave to begin his first true trial of alchemical refinement.
Xiao Yan walked out of the meeting hall and went straight to his room. He gathered the supplies he needed for the healing medicine and slipped away. He headed for the mountain, toward the same secluded cave where he had trained before. Yao Lao had been clear. Distractions were the enemy of alchemy. The Xiao estate was too busy. If someone like Zhao Yu barged in again, the consequences would be dire. He stepped into the cool shadows of the cave. He pulled the storage ring from his robe and pushed a thread of dou qi into it. A red light flickered. A dark red cauldron, nearly half a meter tall, appeared on the stone floor. The vessel was heavy and ornate. Two fierce snake heads were carved at its base, their mouths wide open to form the fire vents. A small hole sat at the top for ingredients. A window of polished ice crystal allowed a clear view of the interior. Xiao Yan nodded. He touched the black ring on his finger. Yao Lao spiraled out in a flash of light.
A Tier 2 cauldron,
Yao Lao said.
good for a beginner.
Tier 2?
Xiao Yan asked.
The more vents a cauldron has, the higher its grade.
Yao Lao explained.
These vents are the heart of the vessel. One mistake in the forging and the whole thing is junk. More vents offer better control, but they require massive spiritual power. For you, 2 is the limit. A good cauldron is as vital to an alchemist as a fine blade is to a warrior.
Xiao Yan looked at the red metal.
What now?
Get used to it. Place your hand on a vent and push your dou qi inside.
Xiao Yan closed his eyes. He felt the golden dou qi stir in his chest. He pushed. A golden energy surged from his palm and into the vent. A dull thud echoed inside the cauldron. The golden energy transformed. A flame ignited, swirling behind the crystal window. Xiao Yan flinched, nearly pulling his hand away, but his palm remained cool. He forced himself to stay still.
Not bad for a first try. But that is not alchemy fire. Find the wood element in your body. Push it in.
Xiao Yan searched. 10 minutes passed. He found a thin, green thread of energy. He opened his eyes. Yao Lao looked surprised. He had taken twice as long to find his own wood element during his first lesson. Xiao Yan pressed a finger to the vent. A faint green current flowed into the flames. The golden fire steadied. It grew bright and calm. The wild heat died down, replaced by a controlled burn.
Good.
Yao Lao touched Xiao Yan's forehead. Knowledge flooded his mind.
This is a recipe for blood clotting powder. Try it. I will guide your fire and your ingredients.
Xiao Yan reviewed the list. Blood coagulating grass, qi active fruit, and poppy flowers. He used his spiritual power to reach into the cauldron, steadying the flame. He pulled a stalk of dark red blood coagulating grass from his ring. He hesitated, then dropped it into the top of the cauldron. The fire roared. In a blink, the grass turned to black ash. The cauldron spat the soot out through a side vent. Xiao wiped sweat from his brow and tried again. The second stalk met the same fate.
Too hot.
He muttered.
He went through 20 stalks. Each one vanished in a puff of smoke. His jaw tightened. His eyes stayed fixed on the dancing flames. He threw in another stalk. This time, his spiritual power held the temperature steady. He watched through the ice crystal. The outer skin of the herb peeled away. The inner juices dried into a pale white powder. The essence was refined.